So, today I'm going to talk about a few things that people have not told you about locks. So, the first thing is the awkward stage. And first of all, the awkward stage is not bad at all, it's not a bad stage at all. But the main thing is that the awkward stage is actually quite different for everybody. For some people, it's like the length, for example. For some people, it's the maturity, how quick the locks mature. For some people, it's their locks sticking out in awkward different ways. That's what it was for me. It could be anything, bending in a different way than you want it to. It's different for everyone. And these are also the things that make people start questioning their lock journey. They start questioning if it's worth it, how long it's going to be. They start questioning if this is what they want to do. But the longer you stick out, you will realize, like, wait, this is actually not as bad, you know? And this is why the most important thing is to not compare your awkward stage to someone else's, or to assume that your awkward stage will be the same as someone else's. When you see it on TikTok, when you see it in person, do not compare, because yours will be different, or even if it is the same, it will be similar, not exactly the same. It will be in your own way. So do remember to not compare your awkward stage. So, yes. The second thing is locks are high maintenance. I know people think like, oh, when I have locks, I can just get up and go out, not do anything with your hair. Yes, it will be like that too, but there will be things like retwists, for example. Depending on how you have your locks, your retwist will be different. If you twist your locks, you might have to retwist your locks more than someone who started with the crochet hook. The prices of that will be different. It's high maintenance. Still, you will have to pay for your retwists, or if you learn to do your retwists, that will be very, very helpful. Everybody learns in different ways. Everyone learns longer or shorter, or I mean, like a longer amount of time. Some people need a lot of practice, so that is still something you would have to look into. And then, moisturizing your locks. You will have to keep moisturizing them. It will be different for everybody. Some people will moisturize more than others because everyone's locks are unique, but still, you have to take the time to moisturize your locks, especially also if you dyed your locks, and especially if you use bleach too. And then you have your wash days. You gotta separate your roots, gotta squeeze your locks, get the shampoo in there. You gotta really take it seriously when you have your wash days, have your own routine. Okay, this is when I wash my locks, this is how I wash my locks, you know? And then you have the whole protecting your locks at night, wearing your bonnets and stuff. If you want any bonnets recommendations, I will link the bonnets that I recommend in the bio, or sorry, in the description. And then the other thing is that you will notice that your confidence will change. You'll be more expressive. This is even from personal experience. You'll be more expressive. You'll end up doing, like, for example, more styles that you usually would, or it will be a headache. With some lengths, it will be like, oh, what can I do with my hair? But eventually we'll get to a point where you'll be more expressive. Even the way you'll connect to your style, you will connect your locks to your style, or you'll realize more like, oh wait, this is my style, so that's also another thing. It's like you will see your confidence change. It might go up and down a bit, but eventually it will be a thing where you will stay, confident in your locks and your style. And this is like one of the main things, which could be quite annoying, but you will get a lot of questions. Be prepared, and this will be within the lock community and outside of the lock community. You will have questions of like, oh, can you wash your hair? Can you wash locks? You will have like, oh, is that your real hair? It's actually quite long, you know. Um, just different weird questions like, oh, like, can you do this? Are you allowed to do this with locks? It's like, yes, it's just a different type of process, or like, oh, when are you gonna get retwists? It's like, come on, like, let me be, focus on your own retwist. um it's just different things. So like, oh, like, why do you do your locks like this? Or like, oh, that's too much, like, why are you doing all that with your locks? Or the things is like, oh, just keep it simple. No, if you want to be expressive with your locks, just do that. It's your hair anyways. It's like, it doesn't change anything. But what I've also noticed is like, which it's very interesting that I've seen on social media, is like, as locks is like, oh, for the people that have their afros and stuff like that, it's like, oh, locks are not as natural, and then the people that don't maybe wear extensions and stuff like that, it's like, oh, well, that is like not supernatural. Locks, having locks is just like you're in between, so it's kind of like, okay, that's it's not actually just your hair, and you can do whatever you want with your hair, and this is for all races. Like if you have locks, it's like you'll have to be prepared of like, okay, you're gonna have questions. People are gonna ask you questions if you have straight hair, loose curls. It's like, oh, um can you have locks? Like, are you allowed to have locks? Is this not cultural appropriation? No, it's not. I think people do really forget that locks come from many, many different cultures. You have the African background for locks. With the warriors, you have the Caribbean background. Like oh, what are they called? Rastafarians. They really got into the locks too. And then you have the Indian culture, for example, the wise men. Then for white people, for example, European people and stuff, it's like, oh, they had the Vikings. It's like, well, locks were, in different cultures and they looked different, but they were still all locks. So it's kind of like you will have to be prepared that you will have different comments, different questions, different, yeah. And then the last thing about locks is patience is way more important than products. um your locks will mature at different ways at different points. It does not matter if you get a product that helps your locks mature quick. No, it's really a natural thing. You have to be patient with your locks. Your locks will change a lot. It will not be the same the whole time, especially if you have loose tips, loose locks. It will change, and that's, I think, one of the things that people forget. It's like you have to be patient with your locks and just let them be. They will be weird, they will be perfect, they will be no, and that's okay. So these are some of the things that people do not mention about locks. I hope this helped you guys, because it's always important to grow your knowledge, especially if you don't really know much about it. They don't really talk about this on social media. So I hope this helped, and yeah, so I will see you guys in the next one.